شونی گرای دویل پدر سک.
یعناشن ادارم.
خب سلام برات خوش اومدید. Let's drink.
Let's have a toast to that.
Toast? Nah, we get drunk like hogs.
Pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck
Marcin
up,
kiedyś.
both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Ah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. That I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Leave it be. You needed men, so I got them.
Don't be modest. You saved those arseholes' hides. They won't even thank you.
Shishka's right, you ungrateful bastards. That we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To you.
To all of us.
I hope it not fuck up again soon.
To us and to Henry. He's one of us now.
I glad to drink to that.
To Henry.
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only then? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
چه اتفاقی افتاد؟ رانیک مرده.
Raniek's dead. God have mercy on him.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite. But it was dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help and he don't deserve it. What about the rest?
بقیه متیو هم نمیخواد.
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Behuta,
بود.
he has
Ale
decided to
są
redeem
Jarek,
himself,
czy na to
so he
mają
could pass the
molarny
Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer. Fuck. Poor bastard.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remain.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us!
خب دبیر فرنگ واتر. خب قراره کلی خوش
Moim ogródeczku rośnie różyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego nie chcę, nie na...
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
ما بخونیم.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie, pięknie,
Henry, my friend, Janusz love you.
a mnie nie?
You most, my sweet other.
No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that.
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry. That is the way. You tell us some story, eh?
Fellas,
I could not say it better.
Amen!
صبح روز فردا.
Oh, kurva. I feel like shit.
واقعا. I feel like shit. خب. باید بریم پایین میشه دیویل درای درسته؟ دیویل درای. به با ژیشکا صحبت کنیم. باری کنیم شد. کیرم بود. Devil's Pack.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Honestly, I have no idea. But I haven't felt this sick in a long time.
Aye. Well, Janos and Adder didn't spare you. But usually they only drink someone under the table like that just once.
You always drink like that?
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
عجب.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Adder and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Zizka said you kept nagging him about that. Well, the lad's taken by Von...
You mean Lord Capon?
بعد من لورد
I
کیپون
haven't made much progress.
Well, get a fucking move on then!
خب پس اینو انجام میدیم فقط مونده اون کار. خیلی خوب. Let's a fucking go. برو گرفتم. چونگش ورقینی
Greetings.
I'm sorry.
دو نفر اونجا میشن فرین درسته؟ یکیشون خارج از شهره بریم میشه بریم چیکار داریم
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Go!
Whoa, whoa.
What? How? God be with you, my
Hear
friend.
about Tunda.
واقعا حرف
Something
نمیزنم
happened. Aye. Report myself something horrible.
هیچ میشه بس بریم پیش سموال
Nice and slow.
I tried to make peace with her, but she slammed the door. Hey!
Come to learn the art of sword. Come and hear something you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you.
همینجا آره برو بریم.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
موجی رو گرفتش.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
کمکشون.
He's one of them! Get him!
Kick your ass!
پای ما.
Light him up! Show what you're made of! You got him! Come on, then!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
صحیح.
I should be the one apologizing. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, But back to you, lad. Who are you?
I'm Henry of
چیه؟
Scalitz,
هنریم دیگه.
squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
یه می‌خواستم سامان کنم بعد با روتار صحبت می‌کردیم.
آه.
اصلا نبود. باید اینا رو
Lord
متحد
Capon
کنیم
is
بریم
held at
اونجا.
Malishov.
Our Malishov? I don't envy him.
I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman...
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
ترتیب واباک رو برات میدیم. شاید واسه من اینو درست کنم میشه اینجا. فاند سایز 26. خب. میخوای بکشمش؟
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off, but it wouldn't help anything. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another grows back in its place. No, killing won't solve anything. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed.
خب. بلکمیلش
I
کنیم؟
see. You want to blackmail Vavak?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have something on him that would put him in his place for...
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak...
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, right?
It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know...
Excellent. You'll find Chris Helen, but be careful, both of you.
We'll be
برو گرفت. نون پول. 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 پول.
Greetings, friend. Greetings to you, friend.
پول.
You silly donkey.
پول. شمشیرشون چجوری 67 رنده بود. خب. Where should we go? بریم با این بنده خدا صحبت کنیم. اوکی؟ منطقیست.
Go! Go! Quick!
بریم به سمت این منظره.
God!
میشه کرده صاف جلو ده. اینجا کجاست؟ عجیب غریبه.
Paulson is out there without fixing props.
I don't have time to discuss it with Paul. You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another vet.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. Hey!
You're a Christian.
سلام استاد.
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
از خودم میرم تغییر میکنم نترس.
Well, that's why...
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
نه نیومدم.
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Okay. در پرایوت صحبت کنیم. اما سبب میشه ازش دوزی بیاد؟
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like, calling each other Sonny, however old they are. Or... but you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining. Or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
ما یک پولدار چیزیم دیگه اشراف زده.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
حل سلطان.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he said. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
خداحافظی.
I'm sorry.
اینیم که دوزی کرده. اوکی. No problem. اول از همه بریم اچ. بریم توی دوران توی چی میگن شیفت این بنده خدا چقدر نقره استخراج شده. سلام ستونی.
Are you Foreman Samco?
I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but then I'll tell you everything.
دایس بازی کنیم؟ نه دیگه سلطان.
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kidder. Ask away, then.
خب.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
این بازی بکنم بین چک و لهستان و آلمانه. خب یعنی همه جور آدم فکر می‌کنم اینجا لهستان.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaking. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a
لهجه‌هاشون
midget.
هر رو تغییر می‌کنه. خب
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves
34
without
تا.
skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
اوکی.
That's all I need to know.
I hope I helped.
این 34 تا استخراج کرده. اف غلط. فرانک.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny?
قیافه رو.
Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisex sent me. My name is Henry of Scalitz.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less. But make it snappy, man.
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No wiggans through the roads, Bella.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to...
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, did ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion.
حالا چقدر
I wonder,
در میارید؟
how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
چه گوه خوری ها؟
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. You could get in trouble.
I'm just a poor yakker. That won't do.
حالا که اینجوریه تهدید میکنم به سگ.
Spill it, or I'll kick your arse. I want to know how many corves you mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla. I won't ask again.
I'll eat easy, Mara. We're not
Ah,
gonna
freaking
scrap in the
amazing
mountain, are we?
models.
I'll tell you, it was a good gar on the feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
36 تا.
I wish you a blessed evening.
اوکی. این یارو 36 تا داره برده. What? آه این پایینه. باید بریم توی معدن فکر کنم. آره. We have to go to the mines. We have to go.
Good boy.
اونی که الان توی معدنه بچه ها الان شیفت کاری شد. برای همین مجبور میریم وارد معدن بشیم. نامه ورود هم گرفتیم.
What a day.
اینجا درست داریم. خسته نباشید دوستان. خسته نباشید.
I'm sorry.
پایین تره؟ هزار توی معدنه رو نام کن.
The angel of the Lord declared it to Mary, and she conceived them.
Are you
Foreman? Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. Hold on. I don't know ye.
My name's Henry. I'm a nobleman. Are you praying?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ear. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him.
That's awful.
He weren't just me marrow. He kept begging me to take him on a shift. And now,
رفیقش
How
میگه
can
داره
he
دعا
forgive
میکنه
myself?
ازش. خب الان با این خیال. دستتون نبود؟
Come on. It wasn't your fault.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul?
100% با
آی.
دعا میکنم.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God, our
and all
Father,
ores and
you are
metals.
the giver of
I ask
gold,
that you bless my
silver,
brother who has died in
bronze,
this mine.
copper, tin,
And may your holy angels
iron,
save his soul
and
from
all ores
damnation.
and metals.
Bring his soul
I
to
ask that you
eternal
bless my
glory through
brother
our Lord,
who has died
our
in this
Saviour
mine.
and Redeemer,
May
Jesus
your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
حالا دوست داری صحبت کنی؟
Are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me.
خب حالا که
How is the orb?
First, we have to survey the shaft.
اینا رو که از همه پرسید.
How much
Depend. It's not what it's proper.
So how many corals did you mine, say, on the feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
30 تا. اون 36 تا این 34 تا اون 30 تا باشه.
That's all I need to know.
If you say so, Mara. The angel of the Lord declared it to Mary.
خب. تهشه. سولا خروج اکوی بده کنیم دوزتان. مادورا فاکورا. فاکین باستارد.
Look out, the ceilings are low, sir. Wouldn't want you to hit your head.
باشه بیانم بریم تو اتاق یارو بهش گزارش بدیم که چه اتفاقی افتاد. باشه داداش باشه.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Should I go to them and accuse them?
Well, accuse? We want to hear everything they know. That means you need to talk to them. But being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
باید باشون صحبت کنیم و بهشون حتما هنگیش.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corvs of ore on the feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corvs here. Go and talk to him and...
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corvs than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corvs to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corvs is 10 corvs after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am...
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible.
Yeah, I understand.
ساکت نمون که برگردم سراغ. بیرون دیواره. همین قینیه. فتن گو میخورده.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss...
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
این مسئول معدنه، اون مسئول ثبتشونه، نمیدونی؟
And you're a fraud.
What did you just say?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection, and nothing will happen to you. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you. Believe me.
Oi, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cut the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident, and there was nothing I could do.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers, and for Herman.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. I don't scare easy, but this...
Alright. Just carry on. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else.
Clear as a bell, Mara.
بریم به کریستیان بریم که چه اتفاقی افتاده و کیا اومدن اینا رو تهدید کردن و به زور خواستن که اینا باشون همکاری کنن.
I talked to Fett and her...
And?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around, and talk to the owner, Burek.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone... But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct? How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy, nevertheless. I found a way you could gain... You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily... You'll have to dress like... But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably. so as not to... In short, be charismatic.
سعی کاریزماتیک میباشیم چشم.
I got it. Here. I've written you a letter of introduction to... I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of St. Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to... When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Okay. بعد به معادن ذوب. اینجا جالبه. حتی واسه یه دونه لباس نجیب زده بپوشیم و ببینیم کدوم کاریزما رو میبره بالا. این کاریزما رو میبره بالا جدی. چهل و سه تا برو بریم چه این مردی که ببینیم چی میگه. سلاح که همرو نداریم. نه بریم با رئیس ذوب چی میگن ذوب نقره اینجا صحبت کنیم.
I see some people just can't dress appropriately. I see some people just can't dress
درست دیگه از این لباس بهتر میخوای؟ بی ناموس What? اوکی فقط کاریزما ببریم بالا یعنی کاریزما این بیشتره.
appropriately. I see some people just can't dress appropriately.
جالبه. تیلور میلور نداره اینجا یا نه؟
Pour me one.
Careful.
جالبه.
What does your job actually entail?
Bloody hell, kidder, you can't be in here. Master Boorish will be scunnered. If you must know, that's where we crush the ore, and these furnaces are... Now get out of here.
How do you like working in this?
Not too shabby, not too shabby. Now,
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
how could I notice anything? I work from dawn to dusk, and you're holding me up.
عجب.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Why are you asking me? I'm not stealing anything. If you want to chat about these things, go and find Shima. Nothing gets past.
اوکی بریم میشه این بنده خدا.
God.
Are you the fella they call Shima?
And who are you?
I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. Why are you here, Henry?
چرا اینجاییم؟
I'm interested in the operations of the smelter.
What would you like to know?
What happens to the silver from the smelting works?
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come and get them. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman of the works who checks the purity.
Does any silver go missing from here, by any chance?
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
Listen, you better spill what you know, or...
Calm down. I'll tell you what I know. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. But be careful, and keep a weapon close.
Thank you.
Good to see you, friend.
پول من کل استبل با پول خودش ساخته. حالا پول از کجا آورده؟ fucking know, mate. در گوش کجاست؟ دیوس کجاست؟ این جز منطقه حساب میشه؟ خونه هم مثل این که هست. خونشه. مادر ربش.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down.
Let's do it then. You'll all die. I don't care how many of you there are. I'll hack you to pieces. And my dog will finally get a proper meal.
Whoa, a tough nut. Where are you going, cowards? I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Ah! Are you mad? You'll kill...
نه جن همه فرار کردن. راحت کردی؟ سلام جوری رضا.
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver?
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
از همون اول شروع کن بگو.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. No, but you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
They counterfeit coins in there?
I suppose so. But what they actually do there, Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Why are you doing this anyway?
چرا این کارو میکنم؟
That's none of your business.
I see. Now you have the map, and since I told you everything, I know I wanted to, you know, but please let me go.
باشه برو داداش.
All right.
Thank you. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, you're a good, merciful man. I'm sorry.
اینجا بریم و چیزو پیدا کنیم. سیکرت مینتو.
Well, never mind. I thought something was going on here. Watch where you're going!
Quick! Quick!
ببینیم کجا رفته. خودش چیز درست کرده. درسته؟ اینونتوری رو باید کنیم. سیکرت مینت جاده آخر. فعلا همین بریم پایین.
Hey, you nearly ran.
Whoa.
همین نیست یا نه؟ همینه. اینجا
Well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you. An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
Turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement. Underground, no one will hear you scream.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavart von Neuhaus is involved in this whole affair.
The Mint Master? That's not true. Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
How much will you pay me?
Well, what's the price for your silence? Are you out of your mind? I couldn't give you that much even if I wanted to.
You can't buy me, Burresh.
That's the wrong answer.
We can't leave here alive. Finish him.
Show your stuff!
Have you had enough, Burresh?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground? No.
No, please. I'll give you anything.
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as he trusts the Mintmaster he installed. And he's got no way of knowing something's going unless someone tells him.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavart's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
You have my word. I won't blackmail you.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything. It's behind that door, in the coin. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. I don't know what, but I have a hunch.
I really don't have anything else. I'll be on my way. I hope we...
Likewise.
برو سیکتیر مثل سگی رید تو خودش شده تو پشت دری هست درسته کدوم در ما که دری ندیدیم اینجا منظورش
Just a couple more sheets and we're done for today. What good is that if we can't leave this place? We'll have a drink, roll some dice. Don't worry. Sooner or later we'll get out of here. Gil's cage is still a cage. Aye, but we came here willingly. We should have figured out working in an underground thing.
I don't think they'll let us go. They'll too much.
Brother, keep your head up. All will be well. What are you doing? That you're meant to do it properly. Where did you come from? Get out of here before you get in trouble.
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh?
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now. Heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Vavak. I should take a look at the tools you're working with. A counterfeit coin die like that will surely be of interest to a lot of people.
What do you mean counterfeit? Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead.
Hang on. That's...
You just wanted the books, right? Well then go. Leave us here.
We can't just walk away.
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far. The Mint Master would be angry.
I'll take care of Vavak. You have my word. With the evidence I'll bring against him, he'll be finished. When I'm done with him, you'll be the last thing on his mind.
You reckon it's really safe that we could go up top?
I'm sure of it.
So, if he says the guards are gone,
then we could... What do you think?
I don't know. I can't believe it.
Me neither.
Free! We're free!
Free!
بند خدا رو به زور آوردن اینجا ببینم اطلاعات نقره رو هم اینجا نوشته بودم اینم مدارک بر علیه حاجی باباک بریم میشه این یارو درسته؟
Go! God! Quick!
حاج بابا یارو صبح هم خوابیده و شب هم میخواد بخوابه کلا با کی کار می‌کنی؟
Go! Whoa! Whoa!
از خواب پاشو که اخبار زیاده آقا برو بریم.
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
Nah.
I had a bit of a disagreement with the guards, so I killed them.
Sakra! Well, I suppose it was to be expected someone would be guarding the secret mint. I hope that's all that happened.
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner?
Vavat locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Well, the books will have to suffice. His name's there.
I hope so. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Retard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post. And it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove to many people.
Who do you mean?
Maybe, for instance, you? Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement, and I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
اوکی پس اگه به این سر بزنیم بهمون پول میده. برو بریم.
Excellent. You won't regret it, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vivart with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, and give my regards to Sir Kunzling.
Okay. همه چیزو گرفت. بریم حالا با اون بنده خدا صحبت کنیم و بهش بگیم که داشی کار انجام شد. برو کنکش. برو قینی. بریم استراحت ریز کنیم اینجا. صبح بشه. اوکی. یه آشو قزم بر بدن میزنیم و حالا میریم دنبال یارو.
Easy, good horse.
A wonderful day for a wonderful man. بله توپش اینجا نه.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. Hey, what the hell are you poking around here for?
I'm Henry. Your lord's expecting me.
Ah, so you're the one. I'm sorry for being so hard. So we're a lot more cautious now with strangers.
Well, I understand.
Of course.
Well,
we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! As always, counting groschen not left room for a grain of...
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you?
یکی از اعضای شورای شهر میخواد به ما رأی بده که نمیده.
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholding to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up, forgive me, friends, like you and Peter of Pisek.
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants.
Divide et impera. God knows, that gin...
You are absolutely correct, my lady. Especially when everyone can see your problems.
The devil take that bastard! He had the gall to...
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our Mintmaster. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha!
God bless you, lad.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Kunslid. Shimek? What's going on?
Min Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
عجب مادر سگی.
Right now?
Let him come. He'll be surprised what I've got on him.
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time, we have nothing to fear.
I agree. Let Vavak, Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth a dozen armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But...
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room. Take your precious crossbow. And if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavak's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed.
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're...
Threats? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And...
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you can do as you please? Just because that can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words, sir. Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare...
Henry, kindly inform the royal...
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett, sir, to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. What do you suppose Sigismund might do if... when he finds out his own mint master is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with
I know about your account ledgers, and the ones from Buresh. The real ones, that prove how you carried out this fraud.
You've made up those books. Or do you actually have them on you?
Of course not. Do you think we're completely stupid? We've got copies here. The original books are safely stashed away out of your reach.
Exactly. And if anything happens to us, they'll see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about Hermes Trismegistos silver skimming business.
So, do you want to chance your luck
or
come to an agreement?
Captain.
Sir.
This matter is an internal affair of the Crown, and...
Are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it!
Let us step inside.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner is far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master? Wait,
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you.
You certainly did, sir.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that
You're right. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right, so don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many...
God go with you, man. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books.
Good idea, sir.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did. And I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov. And you...
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should...
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very...
Don't thank me yet.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks. And if I come across anyone, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find out. But if you liberate Lord Capon, Right from under von Burgov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll get Lord Cape.
You've no lack of courage, so I'll at least look at them. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak.
I wish you a pleasant...
بریم با هم یارو دختر صحبت کنیم که ببینیم راه مخفی کجاست.
I've got a feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
سلام علیکم.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars, but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the...
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A window. A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
Okay.
That's a really cunning solution. No random fool would ever find it.
That was exactly my intention when I thought it up. Thanks, Henry. I think you're no fool, so you shouldn't have any trouble. And that's not all. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and I'll...
What?
Are you serious? I'll just introduce myself and he'll give me horses just like that.
Exactly. Please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it, but alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friend...
No problem. Come with me.
Would you like to come with me? At least I'll be sure to find that place.
Would you seriously want me there? What if something were to go wrong? Wouldn't a girl like me be more of a burden to you?
Well, you wouldn't be a burden to me. Quite the opposite. I've already seen you know how to take care of yourself.
Thank you. But I can't go nevertheless. Papa would jump out of his skin if he even heard of such. That's why I would like to ask you for one favor, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa.
You are full of surprises. So if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the way it goes with books.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to me, you'll have to find it first.
Okay.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly, then come.
Your wish is my
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again.
Okay.
So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
حل است. بریم با هاشتال صحبت کنیم. همون چیزه. اینجا چیز داره میشه فرعی. اوکی. اوکی. بریم بلانی میشیم فرعی رو انجام بدیم.
Careful.
از اونجایی که 3 برقامون میره بچه من میشه فریا رو میرم که از فردا ادامه این میشن اصلی ها رو بریم نجات دادن لورد کیپون رو به سرانجام برسون. Let's go. Avoid them. نمیتونیم ازشون عبور کنیم. ای بابا.
Shit! What the? Fucking animal! And that's what I call an opener. You won't get me.
وایسا مادر خراب. لود شد دیگه جاکش داستان داریم. یه روز خوب لود میمونه یه روز بعد یکش.
Careful.
شاید اینجا داره میره. بلانی.
Good day. Pardon me.
سلام
Good day to you.
حالا شما چه داره؟
Do you need help with anything?
I don't. But if you're not afraid of hard labor, try asking at the mill. Anyway, old Markow's got a...
What do you mean?
Rumour has it some strumpet shacked up with him, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since.
Keeping his nose to it.
As they say, if you want to see an old man act the...
How do I...
Head southwest. It's a huge...
میریم پیش این میلره تمام. همینجاست درسته؟ میریم همینجا.
Go! Quick! Go! Go!
اینجا جاده نداره.
Quick! Quick!
دورایی باید بریم. چپ.
Quick!
سلام شهرام جون، روز روزم بخیر. روزت بخیر. یه بار اینجا اومدم داره کنم.
Open the door, please.
What are you doing in there?
What?
Oh my God, thank you. That lunatic said he was fetching an axe. You have to help me.
Hold on. Calm down. What happened here?
The miller, that old beast. He's always been nasty to me, but now he started beating me too. So I said I was leaving him. I told him anywhere would be better than here.
And he locked you up?
He said the only place I'd be going would be 6 feet under.
عجب.
Damn. That's terrible.
Please, talk to him. Listen to a proper man. I'm too scared of him.
All right. I will.
There's a shed behind the mill with wood in it. He must have gone there to get the axe.
Stay here.
Thank you.
بریم دنبال بریم کاشف تبر بیاره مرد دیگه.
Here. I hope I didn't listen. I have to get back.
Hey! What? I reckon you're just who we're looking for. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for the brute who's been beating his wife. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miller?
What the fuck?
Hold on. Let the young fella talk. You know what happened here?
I know enough for you to arrest this violent thug. If I hadn't helped that poor woman he locked up, she'd have lost her mind by now.
I told you so. He let her go. You idiot. That woman was stealing from my mill. I locked her in there so I could go and find a guard. What did you have to get involved for?
عجب.
And how was I supposed to know that? She was crying out for help. She was, so I helped.
Why the fuck are you meddling in shit you don't know about?
Well, that was easier than I expected. The wicked girl got away, and the young man here helped her to escape. So, either you pay for what she stole, or I'll personally clap you.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Do you mean to say that helping someone, out of ignorance, granted, but in good faith, is worthy of punishment?
Well, I suppose...
Good faith or not, it's your fault.
Well, perhaps one day, when you yourself are in trouble, you'll need someone like me to come along and help you.
I don't give a shit. She took all my money.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me that little prick's talked you round.
She used it, just as she used you.
So she's going to get away with it, all because she knows how to twist fellas around her finger.
Don't worry, I'll catch her. I know what she looks like. I'll ask around the village. Maybe someone's seen her. She can't have got far. The laddie is right. He only wanted to help. I can't arrest him for that.
And what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Stay here in case she shows up again.
Curva.
As for you, you may have got off this time, but in future, think with your head and not your balls when you next see a pretty woman. Farewell.
Fucking bitch. A man treats her like his own, and she repays him like this.
همین چی شد؟ میشه فرقیه بگاه رفت. چرا؟ چون ما به اون یارو کمک کردیم. همین چی شد؟ What the fuck؟
Quick! God! Quick! Quick!
واقعا این جاده نمیدونم بالش کوره مگه هست کوره با
Get out of here! Attack!
Huh? I must be. Nice try, you whoreson. Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Don't fuck with us, you rat! Jesus Christ!
very hard. این چیزی برای ما اصلا وجود نداره به نام very hard دیگه. اینقدر که دزدی کردیم. Sakura.
I'll get you! Alert! Dwarves!
الکمیست مملکت.
I surrender! I surrender! I surrender!
Drop your weapon!
Here you go. That's all I have. Now let me...
میخوام چی کار کنم آجی سکتیر داریم مثلا چیز مهمی هست بگم شو بنده خدا نمیخواست اینجا بمیره ولی این یارو آلکمیست خفنی بوده
Fuck this!
یارو فرار کرد بی شرف
Fuck this!
Quick!
Ay bye ما رفتیم
Quick!
Ay bye ما رفتیم
Quick!
کم کم داریم میرسیم
Go! God! Go! God!
Kick your asses اینجا یارو
God!
گفت استبل داره
Quick! Go! Oh,
Ha! I thought it was on part. And then I heard...
Greetings to you. What would you like?
چی دوست داریم؟
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Ruthard was the Lord of Malashov, I don't want to have anything more to do with him.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still...
Sakura. Nobody knows about that but him.
That's what he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come from them, and this isn't a trick?
Well, that changes things. Sorry for being a bit hostile, like. Good to hear that Sir... Give him my greetings.
Sure.
So, tell me.
A secret passage.
I've got to get into Malashov to free a friend who's held captive there.
What, all alone? Maybe I should send for a priest for you, eh?
Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Lord Ruthard told me about a secret passage that will... What I need from you is to get a fresh horse ready for my friend. A fast one, for when we get back.
Well, you sure ain't lacking in courage. But you're really asking me for a lot. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. But fine, since you're from Sir Quinslin, somewhere a bit further from here, so I don't get in the shit if things go...
Of course. The last thing I want is to endanger you unnecessarily. And the Ruthards promised to pay for the horse if it comes...
All right. So look, Here next to the stud farm, there's a kind of band of rocks below the forest. When you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find a wooded copse not far. There's a well-trodden patch of ground there. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just...
Thanks.
Tell me more about this secret passage. They say...
That passage is secret for a reason. The less you know about it, the better.
Herregud, I'm to risk my farm and maybe even my life for you, and you won't even tell me that much?
Sorry, I can't do it. It's really for the best.
That's gratitude for you.
What's new here at Mallet?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
موفق و معید باشی ستونی. خب رفقا مرسی که دیدید. پرچمتون بالاست. شما رو تا قسمت بعدی به خدای بزرگ میسپاریم و خدا